Robert Caldwell, a 50-year-old federal judge on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. He is famous for making big decisions that protect people with disabilities. His daughter Emily is 12 years old and has cerebral palsy. She uses a special 25,000 wheelchair to get around because it is made just for her small size and growing body. After his wife passed away, he needed a change. He moved to Pinnacle Heights, a fancy gated neighborhood near Phoenix. He picked it because the houses are all one level and have features that make life easier for Emily. She stays with him part-time and visits often. He wanted a safe, comfortable place where she could move around without trouble. The community seemed perfect, with its wide doors and gentle slopes instead of stairs. It is also close to her doctor's, just 15 minutes away. Her wheelchair helps her stay independent, and he made sure the new home would work for both of them. But he did not expect problems with the homeowner association, the group that runs the neighborhood. Soon, they would cause trouble he never saw coming. Karen Mitchell is the homeowner association president resident of Pinnacle Heights. She is a woman in her 30s who loves control. She makes strict rules about how the neighborhood should look, and she does not like anything that does not fit her perfect picture. Emily's needs do not match Karen's ideas. Emily is a 12-year-old girl with cerebral palsy who uses a wheelchair to move around. Her wheelchair and the things she needs to live comfortably do not follow Karen's rules. Karen thinks everything in Pinnacle Heights should look the same: neat, clean, and fancy. She does not care that Emily needs help to get in and out of the house safely. Trouble starts soon after Judge Robert Caldwell and Emily settle in. One day, a letter shows up at their door. It is a violation notice from the homeowner association. The letter says Emily's portable ramp is a problem. The ramp is something she uses every day or when she visits her dad. It helps her get into the house without struggling. But Karen calls it an unauthorized modification. She says it is not allowed because it changes how the house looks from the outside. The homeowner association rules say no one can add things to their property without permission, and Karen did not approve the ramp. Judge Caldwell is surprised he picked Pinnacle Heights because it seemed perfect for Emily. The wide doors and flat entrances made him think it was a good place for her. He knows the law protects people like Emily. He is a federal judge who has spent years making sure disabled people get fair treatment. But Karen does not seem to care about that. She is focused on keeping the neighborhood looking fancy, not on making it safe or easy for everyone. The violation notice feels like a warning. It is the first sign that Karen Mitchell will not let Emily's needs slide. The letter is not just a small complaint. It comes with a fine. Money Judge Caldwell has to pay if the ramp stays. Karen's strict rules start to feel personal. She does not talk to him about fixing things. She just sends the notice and expects him to follow her orders. It is clear she is in charge and will not bend, even for a little girl in a wheelchair. This is the beginning of a fight Judge Caldwell did not expect to have in his own home. Judge Robert Caldwell is not happy with the violation notice about Emily's ramp. He knows the law. He is a federal judge who has worked hard to protect people with disabilities. He decides to fight back. He writes to the homeowner association and asks for a formal accommodation. Hearing this is a meeting where he can explain why Emily needs the ramp. He tells them about the HOA and the Fair Housing Act. These are big laws that say people with disabilities like Emily have rights to things that help them live normally. He thinks Karen Mitchell and the homeowner association will listen because the law is on his side. But Karen does not care. She is the homeowner association president and likes things her way. When she hears about the request, she shuts it down fast. She says Pinnacle Heights is not a playground for special needs. Her words are sharp and mean. She does not want Emily's ramp or anything else that looks different to her. The neighborhood is about fancy houses not helping people. She ignores the laws Judge Caldwell talks about. She acts like her rules are more important. This makes him mad. But Karen is not done yet. The trouble gets worse. More violation notices start coming. The fines grow bigger every day. The ramp now costs $100 a day if it stays. Then Karen spots Emily's wheelchair-accessible van in the driveway. It is a special van that helps Emily get around, but Karen does not like it there. She sends another notice saying it is a commercial vehicle and adds a $75 a day fine. Next, she notices the small safety lights Judge Caldwell put up. Emily needs them to see where she is going at night in her wheelchair. They are quiet and do not bother anyone, but Karen calls them non-standard lighting. That is another $50 a day. The fines pile up fast. $225 every day. Judge Caldwell feels trapped. He moved to Pinnacle Heights for Emily, thinking it would be safe and easy for her. Now Karen's rules are making it hard. Every notice feels like an attack. He starts to see that Karen will not stop. She is watching his house, looking for anything she can punish. The tension grows, and he knows this is more than just rules. It is personal. Karen Mitchell's anger does not stop with the fines. She starts focusing on Emily. Judge Robert Caldwell's 12-year-old daughter Emily uses a wheelchair because of her cerebral palsy, but Karen does not like that. She says the wheelchair lowers the community's prestige to her. Pinnacle Heights is a fancy place, and anything different, like Emily's wheelchair, ruins it. She even complains about kids with equipment cluttering the sidewalks. She makes it sound like Emily is a problem, not a person. Her words sting, and Judge Caldwell can tell she is targeting his little girl. It is not just talk. Karen watches their house all the time. She walks by, staring at Emily when she is outside. She writes more notes saying the wheelchair should not be seen. Judge Caldwell feels her hostility growing. He is not the only one who notices. Neighbors start whispering about Karen. They tell him about a man who used to live there, a veteran with a prosthetic leg. He had trouble with Karen too. She kept sending him violation notices and fines until he could not take it anymore. He sold his house and moved away. The neighbors say it is a pattern. Karen picks on people who do not fit her perfect picture. Judge Caldwell gets worried. He is a federal judge who knows about discrimination. He starts to think Karen is not just mean. She is breaking the law. He decides to be smart about it. He installs security cameras around his house. They are small and quiet, but they record everything. He wants proof if Karen does something worse. He also keeps a notebook. Every time she sends a notice or says something rude, he writes it down. He saves every letter and takes pictures of the fines. He is building a case step by step. He senses something bigger. Karen is not just annoyed, she hates anything that looks like a disability. The veteran story and her words about Emily make it clear she wants people like Emily gone. Judge Caldwell knows he has to protect his daughter. The cameras hum softly and his notebook fills up. He is ready for whatever Karen does next, because he is sure she will not stop. Her hostility is growing, and he is determined to fight back. One sunny afternoon, Emily is playing in the backyard. It is a safe, enclosed space behind Judge Robert Caldwell's house in Pinnacle Heights. She is 12 and happy, rolling around in her wheelchair. Her special 25,000 wheelchair is parked near the patio while she rests. Suddenly, Karen Mitchell, the homeowner association president, walks by and sees it. Her face turns red with anger. She does not knock or ask. She grabs a sledgehammer from a nearby tool shed and storms into the yard. She yells, "No more junk ruining my neighborhood." Her voice is loud and mean. Judge Caldwell hears the shouting and runs outside. He is too late to stop. Karen swings the sledgehammer hard. It smashes into Emily's wheelchair, crushing the light frame. She hits again, shattering the control panel into pieces. Sparks fly as the custom cushions rip apart. Emily watches from the patio steps, tears streaming down her face. She is scared and helpless as her only way to move gets destroyed. Judge Caldwell tries to get between them, shouting, "Stop it, Karen!" But she keeps going, lost in her rage. The noise brings neighbors out. They stare in shock. Some pull out their phones and start filming. Karen does not notice. She keeps yelling, "These kids do not belong here with their machines." Her words are full of hate. Judge Caldwell lunges to push her away, but he slips his phone, falls from his pocket, and lands on the ground. It is recording everything. Her screams, the smashing, and Emily's cries. The evidence is catching every second of the chaos. Karen swings one last time, breaking the wheelchair completely. It is a twisted mess now. Useless. Emily sobs louder, and Judge Caldwell pulls her close, his heart racing. The neighbors keep filming, horrified. Karen finally stops, breathing hard, the sledgehammer still in her hands. She looks around, realizing people are watching, but it is too late. The damage is done. Judge Caldwell picks up his phone, still recording, and glares at her. He knows this is not just about rules anymore. It is a crime. Emily's tears soak his shirt, and he promises himself, Karen will pay for this. The backyard falls silent except for the sound of Emily crying. Minutes after Karen Mitchell smashes Emily's wheelchair, the police show up. Neighbors had called 911, shocked by the noise and violence in the backyard. Sirens echo through Pinnacle Heights as two officers step out of their car. Judge Robert Caldwell stands by Emily, holding her close. She is still crying, her broken wheelchair in pieces. Nearby, the officers walk over, asking what happened. Judge Caldwell hands them his ID, staying calm but firm. One officer looks at it and freezes. He says, "You are Judge Robert Caldwell, the disability law expert." His voice is loud and everyone hears. He knows the name from his training. Judge Caldwell wrote the rules that protect people like Emily. Karen Mitchell stands there, the sledgehammer still in her hand. She tries to look confident, but her face changes when she hears the officer. She starts to shake. The police turn to her and ask what she did. She mumbles about homeowner association rules, but it does not make sense anymore. The officer shakes his head and pulls out handcuffs. "You are under arrest," he says, listing the charges: trespassing, destroying property, and maybe even a federal hate crime. Karen's composure falls apart. She argues, "I was just enforcing standards." But the police do not listen. They lead her to the car. As she stumbles, her fancy clothes wrinkled and dirty, Emily is a mess, tears all over her face. But she is not hurt. Her wheelchair is gone, though, and that breaks Judge Caldwell's heart. He kneels beside her, brushing her hair back. "I will fix this, Emily," he says softly. "I promise you justice." She nods, trusting him. He is not just her dad. He is a judge who knows the law inside out. He spent years fighting for people like her, and now it is personal. He stands up, watching Karen get put in the police car. His mind is already working. He knows the law she broke, and he is ready to use his skills to make her pay. The neighbors watch quietly, still holding their phones. The officers take statements. But Judge Caldwell's ID changes everything. Karen did not just attack a wheelchair. She attacked the wrong man's daughter. The police car drives off, and he knows this is just the start. Judge Robert Caldwell does not waste time. After Karen Mitchell destroys Emily's wheelchair, he is a federal judge who knows how to fight back. He files complaints with HUD, the Housing Department, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. These are big groups that handle lawbreaking. He sends them proof, videos, notes, and fines Karen sent him. They start digging and find something shocking. Karen was not just mean. She had a plan. She harassed disabled people in Pinnacle Heights to make them leave. Then she would buy their homes cheap through a secret company and sell them for more money. It was a scheme to get rich, and Emily's wheelchair was just one part of it. The video from that awful day goes viral. Neighbors had filmed Karen smashing the wheelchair. While 12-year-old Emily cried, someone puts it online, and soon everyone sees it. People are furious. They cannot believe a homeowner association president would attack a little girl's wheelchair. News shows talk about it and crowds protest. They call it a hate crime. The anger spreads fast, and Arizona lawmakers listen. They make new homeowner association rules to stop this from happening again. Now, homeowner associations have to follow laws that protect people like Emily. The video changes everything. Karen Mitchell cannot escape the trouble. The police already arrested her, but now the courts take over. Judge Caldwell's complaints and the video are strong proof. Lawyers find more evidence of her scheme, bank papers, and emails showing how she targeted disabled residents. She goes to trial, and the jury does not take long. They say she is guilty of hate crimes because she attacked Emily for being disabled. They also say she is guilty of fraud for her money-making tricks the judge, someone who knows Judge Caldwell from years ago, sentences her. Karen gets 7 years in prison. She also has to pay restitution money to fix what she broke, like Emily's wheelchair and other people's lives. Judge Caldwell watches, it all knowing he won. Karen's scheme is over, and the law he fought for years to build is stronger now. Pinnacle Heights is safer because of him. But he is not done. He is already planning how to help others like Emily. After Karen Mitchell's trial, Pinnacle Heights changes for the better. The new homeowner association leaders want to fix things. They use money from the court case to make the neighborhood accessible. They add ramps, wider paths, and lights so people like Emily can move around easily. It is not just fancy anymore. It is a place where everyone feels welcome. Emily gets a new wheelchair, even better than the old one. The settlement money from Karen pays for it. It is shiny, strong, and made just for her 12-year-old size. She smiles again, rolling around the backyard without worry. Judge Robert Caldwell does not stop there. He is proud of the win, but he knows other kids face the same trouble. He starts the Emily Caldwell Foundation. It is a group to help young disabled people when their homes are not fair to them. He uses his judge skills and some of the settlement money to run it. The foundation gives advice, pays for lawyers, and fights for ramps and wheelchairs. Families call him thankful for the help. He names it after Emily because she is why he fought so hard. Pinnacle Heights is different now. People see it as a model for good living, not just rich living. Judge Caldwell sits with Emily, watching her play. He thinks about that terrible day when Karen smashed her wheelchair. It was awful, but it led to something big. He says they shattered her wheelchair, but they could not silence a judge's fight or a father's love. That is his promise to her and to everyone.